Hey everyone, Sophia here from My Great Challenge. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing another this and that day in the life today. It's Monday the 5th of July. I hope you all had a wonderful, relaxing, resting July 4th, Independence Day. I did, and I didn't film. You noticed that. What did we do? We went to H Mart. We bought a lot of stuff to make some kind of little barbecue. So we got leftover because we ate over there, and I'm gonna make these today in a on that smokeless grill. I have some pork and I have some beef, so we're gonna do that with vegetables, and I have kimchi, a bunch of other stuff. So that's going to be really, really cool, and I can't wait to try it actually, that smokeless barbecue, because if it works, this is great for the winter. But so we could do it outside, but I want to do it indoors to see whether or not it's really smokeless. So we did that yesterday, and Edward had to go, we had lunch. Edward had to go to work at 3 o'clock, so we made it right back on time. And around 4:30, 5 o'clock, I went downstairs and did some sewing. I finished the top of the shirt. I'm going to insert pictures here so you can see it. And I'm super excited about it. And yeah, I just got to do the sleeves, the bottom part of the sleeves now, and the skirt and the belt, and the dress is done. So I'm going to do some sewing today. The biggest thing that I need to do today, after walking the dogs and posting the last video that I edited, is to bathe the dogs. The dogs have to get bathed. It's not so much that they're stinky, it's just that they're shedding a lot. It's summer. I need to, you know, give them a thorough comb and really wash them for the summer. And then I'll put them out on the grass to dry off while I garden a little bit. There's a few things here and there that I want to do and show you. And then a little bit of sewing. I'll probably do the elastic band on the sleeves of that dress. And then it'd be barbecue time. I'll prep dinner. I'll show you my snacks, my lunch, my you know, breakfast, the usual. I may have time to go back to Joanne to get a yard, because that's all I need really is a yard now. I was missing half a yard of fabric, the same fabric, so I can do the belt on that dress. And yeah, that's about it. Anyway, so this is my last day off before I go back to work. I want to make sure, the most important is the dogs. I'm going to go walk them right now. When I come back, Scott and I will have breakfast, and I will post the last video. I just got to do the thumbnail and whatnot. Do a little bit of sprucing up in the kitchen, and then get on with my day. So I hope you enjoyed this day in the life. So here we go. This is Monday morning's breakfast. What do we have here? I let chia seed swell up, I guess. I don't know. Cook overnight in almond milk. A half a cup of almond milk, and we have banana and strawberries. And Scott is a big fan.
Ooh, chia seeds. I can't wait. Nothing tastes as good as thin fields.
Who said that?
Tony Robbins.
Nothing tastes
as good as thin fields.
Nothing tastes as good as thin fields. I don't know about that. I know that I think Audrey Hepburn said that you can never be, or maybe it's Jackie Kennedy, you can never be thin enough, or something like that.
I would say whoever said that originally, because I doubt it if he said it originally, whoever said that originally has never had a pecan pie.
Or coconut
or
custard
key
pie.
lime pie.
I don't talk about dessert because this is really not sweet at all, and we're trying to detox from sugary stuff. It's hard, okay, it's hard, but you notice we eat exactly the same thing. Yesterday I did not eat dinner because we went to the Korean place, and I ate.
Pigged out.
Huh?
Pigged out.
I pigged out?
Yeah.
Did I?
No, I'm just kidding.
He's teasing. I splurged. I had rice, I had dumplings, I had short ribs, I had, I was picking at stuff. I'll put pictures right here of the meal that we had. And I said to myself, you know what? I cannot have the afternoon snack and I cannot have dinner. So I pretty much fasted from 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that, until this morning. So I'm really hungry right now. And I did that on purpose because usually what happens is that if I have a big meal, it calls for another big meal, and then this is how you get off the diet train, and you end up piling on. I know how I am. If I cheat once, that's it, it's over. So I got to be super committed, and that's what I'm trying to do. So the video is posted from the 3rd. We're gonna enjoy a breakfast, coffee, my collagen drink that does nothing. Whatever, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wash the dogs. So this sleek blow-dried hair is gonna be, that's it for it. You'll never see it again because I'm gonna be all poofed up and freezy after the ordeal. It is an ordeal to wash the dogs. Electra not so much. The beagle, he just wants to get out like constantly. He doesn't like it at all. But he's got to get they both have to get brushed and de-shedded and thoroughly washed. So I'll see you in a bit. Here we go. Oh my God. There we go. All right, you're in. Stay right here. Look at this. Oh yeah. Let's see all the hair. That Furminator thing is awesome, guys. I mean, it really is. So I know that from the top. Turn around, baby. Okay, so I've had comments about how huge the beagle is, right, Le Chiffre. Yes, he is overweight, but he also has a condition that's called lipoma. He has humongous fat pocket in weird areas of his like he has a really big one here, and he has one here, and he also has cysts, a lot of them, and some of them are the size of an orange.
He also eats everything.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's overweight to begin with, but he's deformed because of all those cysts and that lipoma. And I did talk to the vet about that, and he says the dog is kind of old. I mean, he's going on 11 years old now. And, oh no, you're getting old. And he says, well, they can reduce the size of those cysts and the lipoma. It's going to cost a lot of money. We're talking thousands because he's got so many of them. And he says, they're coming back within a year. So he basically said, leave the dog alone. Okay, so we're leaving the dog alone, and he looks like Frankenstein. Like you can see, like he's got a really big one right here. I don't know if you can see it. So, bottom line is, yes, the dog is overweight, but he also has this stuff going on. Like he has a really large one here, and then if I go underneath, I can feel he has a big cyst right here. Be gentle when you make comments about other people's animals because you don't know what the condition is, and he would have to be put under, and they would have to spend hours, probably several surgeries to get all that stuff out of him. Like he's got this huge cyst in the back here. Now they're not cancerous, they checked on that already. He just has, and a lot of old dogs have that. We'll do your throat. Yeah, we're gonna do your throat. And then he's got like this big thing here. You're like a water buffalo. Okay, you're like a water buffalo. He's not in pain, and the doctor.
Big dorky bison.
Right, and the doctor said that, listen, we're not doing anything about this. I mean, that's my vet, okay? He said, we're not doing anything about this unless it's hindering his movement. And trust me, that's stopping him from running away from the garden when he manages to open the gate and rush into Ralph and Beth's yard.
Like when he climbed up to the table.
Yeah, or when he manages to climb up to the table. So his movement is not hindered, he's just deformed by these fangs. Poor baby. Alright, so basically I'm gonna be here for a good half an hour because I gotta de-shed him before I wash him. And then I got Electra there freaking out because she knows she's next. You look clean. Okay, here's the corn. It came out in 3 days. So I got corn coming out. They all came out. Oh no, I lied. There's a hole right there. So we got a couple that didn't. And then all the extra beans came out too. So that's good. And we'll see if we get corn or not. Again, experiment. Quick look at the garden. I do not like the color of those beans over there. They're looking a little pale. We're gonna have to give them some fish fertilizer. Peas are doing good. Tomatoes are doing great. Look at the cucumber. It's already coming out on this side. And yeah, there's nothing new. Everything's doing good. And here's Scott and I's snack. It's a pear in slices with 2 tablespoons of crunchy peanut butter. Whew. That was an ordeal. Zima here is all frizzy now. Anyway, so the dogs are dried and the kids just announced that they want to go to Barnes & Noble's today. So I'm going to sew now, and then Edward went out to hang out with friends. He said he would be back at 3 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock we'll leave, we'll go to Barnes & Noble's, go spend, I don't know, 2 hours there. And then, is it a mess over there? Yeah, I didn't clean yesterday. No, I didn't. And then I'll prepare this big dinner. So I'm going to do the elastic band on the sleeves. All I need to do is basically roll once and then roll twice on the sleeve and cut a piece of elastic, throw it in there, and then sew it together. That's it. And then after that, it's the skirt with the pockets. And yes, I will go and get more of that lemon fabric because I want to do things right. What I could do is cut it in half and okay. So I have a large band, right? So if I cut it in half and I add it to here, so I now have a long band, and then the piece that I'm missing on top, I could do it in white and then fold it, because you have to fold it anyway. So basically the belt would be lemon fabric in the front, white in the back. But when you tie it, then it would show that it's two different fabric. All right, anyway, it's all sorts of Franken dress. I'm just trying to avoid going to Joann. It's such a hike. But anyway, I'll end up doing that. And I check online, I can't, I can only order 2 yards minimum online, and I really don't want to buy 2 yards of that fabric because I'd be stuck with the fabric. So let's go ahead and press the edges of the sleeve once and twice, and then put the elastic, and then we'll try the bodice on to see if it fits. If the top fits, then no problem with the bottom, but today we'll find out whether or not I fit in it. I just realized I didn't show you what I did yesterday because I didn't film that. So I finished the top and I got the sleeves, and I think it looks really cool. So I did the poofy here, the collar is done, and I did the stitches all the way up here, and then here I have like a little zigzag thing. So just pull this up. Let me show you in close-ups. If you are on, well, no, I didn't show it to anybody, so nobody saw it yet. Okay, here we go. So here is the collar, right? And then here are the sleeves, and let's check, and then we're gonna check right here. I'm right on the seam. I actually did pretty good. Let's see here, right on the seam. Okay, so all I have to do is take this, and then we're gonna flip it inside out. It's such a light fabric, and you know what, it's not as sheer as I thought it would be, so I actually don't need to wear anything underneath it, which is good. All right, so this gets folded once, press, and then folded one more time at about 1.5 inches, like this, to allow for the elastic band to go in. So that's what I'm going to do. So what you just saw me doing here is basically doing the hem of the sleeve, and remember how I folded it first at about 1/4 inch? That 1/4 inch is right there, and I'm doing my stitching right along the edges here. So that locks it in place, and then I'm leaving an empty space right here that's just enough for me to pass the elastic band through. So instead of doing the elastic band for this one and then coming back again, I'm going to do the same thing for the other sleeve, so that way I can stay at the machine when I'm ready to do the elastic band and do both of them at the same time. I love these, by the way, these are really cool. So all of this here is going to be gathered like this to make a poofy sleeve. That's not going to be very long, because you can see this is the amount that I have for the underarm. So they're really going to be on the shoulder, kind of like a 1940s little poofy princess, like a Cinderella little sleeve, basically. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let me do the other one. I'll be right back. Okay, here goes. I'm gonna move this a little bit. Here it is. That's the top. So now the bottom is not gonna be a problem because I know it's gonna fit. It's on an elastic band anyway. But I hope you can hear. Let me bring the microphone a little bit closer, maybe you can see. Okay, so it totally fits. All right, now remember on the sides here, I did a shorter seam. The seam is the same everywhere else except here because I wanted to give myself a little bit more room, but there's plenty room. All right, so I'm gonna try to get closer. I will put my glasses so I can see if it's in focus or not. So here are the sleeves. Hold on, let me move this down a little bit. Okay, so here are the sleeves, and I didn't make them too tight, only because I don't want to have marks on my arms and I don't want them to bother me. It's just enough to make them a little poofy. That's it. Okay, and the front here is looking really, really good. The back. All right, so no Incredible Hulk. You see that? Okay. It fits. It's surprising to me that it's this short here, though. We're gonna look at the pattern. Let me see. Where did I cut? Waistline. Yeah, you see here, there's marks right here. If you want to make it a little bit longer, you cut here, right? And then you move it down a little bit and you add as many inches as you want. It looks like I could have done that because this is kind of cropped to me. Once you put the skirt on, let me see. I'll go like this. Try not to touch the microphone. Well, no, actually the skirt is actually gonna go right above your hip. Okay, so yeah, what do you guys think? How exciting is that? It fits. So if you're going to make this model, this dress from the Simplicity S8833, and you don't know what size to do, I would say that I did one size above my store size. Okay, I did a 12, and it's fine. It's not tight or anything. If you are concerned that like maybe you have a little bit more conversation in the front than I do, maybe you want to do 14, or maybe do a 14 bust but 12 skirt, you know, whatever. But man, this is really, really comfortable as a 12. Again, granted, remember I split the back. I added a little bit more in the back, but not so much because I added just enough to do the seam exactly where they wanted it. Because once it was cut and put together again, I compared it to the pattern, the piece of paper pattern that I have, and it was pretty much the same. I mean, by 1/8 maybe. But again, I did the seams a little bit shorter here on the sides so that you know, I had more room here and here. I didn't want it to get like, or you know, whatever, but it totally fits and I'm loving it. I think this is really cute. If it was longer, I could actually use that as a tunique. I love the sleeves and they're super comfortable. I mean, this is not very tailored to me, this elastic band, but it's comfortable. And I can move them up a little bit if I want to. I don't like that. So I'm gonna keep them that way. And yeah, what do you guys think? Look at it from the back. You see, I have a good range of motion on it. So this is going to be really comfortable. I am very happy with this. It started kind of like, oh no, what am I doing? And this is working out. So it's all working out. Cleavage, let's talk about cleavage. It's a little bit much. Okay, to me, it's a little bit much. But there's enough room to wear something underneath, like a little calico slip type thing. But in the summer, it's going to be hot. But that's it. So yeah, I like it. I am here to talk to you the ladies who want to learn to sew and think that they have to go and get classes and all of this stuff. I'm teaching myself how to sew. I'm not the brightest bulb in the pack. We all know that, okay? There's many aspects of my life where I am very, very smart. This is not one of them. So I'm just saying that this is, everybody can learn. Hold on, I'm sitting on the microphone thing. Okay. Everybody can learn. And I'm not just saying sewing, okay? I am teaching myself to sew. I am determined to learn, and I am okay with the mistakes, and I welcome the mistakes and the challenges. This is the attitude that you need to have. Whenever you're going to learn something new, it is completely irrational of you to believe that you're going to get it right the first time around. It just doesn't happen like this for anything. Most people will fail the driver's test the first time around. Why is it widely accepted? But you expect that you're going to be able to sew something without making any mistakes the first time around. Please stop. Just dive into it, whether it's quilting or sewing. I mean, this dress is really comfortable. Just do it, learn. You know, it's not in the gist of thing. Once I'm, now that I'm thinking about everything, it's not that complicated. It's very repetitive in terms of the techniques, okay, and the overall aspects of garment making, like how to put a sleeve, how to make a collar, how to do stitches on the side. The little stuff that's tailored, the darts, the pleats, all of this stuff, that comes later on. But this is really, I would say, in terms of level of difficulty, from 0 to 10, this is a 4. 10 being the most difficult. This is really a 4. This is not a difficult dress to make at all. The red one was a 6. 6, 7, okay? But that's only because I never made a dress before. Now I probably would say it's a 4, but this is a 4. Okay, this is really not super tailored, and it's really comfortable. So it's S8833 by I left it over there. Simplicity Patterns. I think the red one, I'm going to make it without the color just to see what it looks like without it. And then I'm going to make it in a bunch of other colors because this is really, really cool. So yeah, the only thing I don't like, okay, the only thing I don't like, I'm going to get my glasses on, so I'm hoping I can show you. Okay, my shoulder ends here, right here. And this extra 2 inches here before you get to the sleeve. You see how it rounds onto the shoulder, so it's not like, I don't know how, it's not very squared, I guess. It's time for lunch. Okay, lunchtime. I'm doing minute steaks in the cast iron skillet, and then in the Corningware here, I have bok choy that I bought at the Korean store yesterday with some sweet potatoes, some onions, and a little bit of vegetable broth. So I'm just gonna let that simmer, make like a vegetable stew of sorts, and then serve it with the meat, and that's it. I'm ready to prepare dinner, and tonight we're gonna try this thing. This is a Korean style tabletop smokeless barbecue that I got from a company named CalmDo. I put the name right here. I haven't tried it. This is my first time. It basically comes with a big lid, and there's two plates. There's this one, which I'm going to use tonight, and then there's another one that's a griddle, if you want to griddle stuff. And there's a drip tray here at the bottom. Basically, the oil is collected down there. There's fans all around, so that's what stops the smoke in there. And then right here, there's a grease collector, you know, for bacon and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see if the kids are going to like it. I think it would be a fun activity for dinner. I have to make the rest of the food, so I'm going to start by making vegetable and rice, and then this is going to be for some grilled vegetables and meats, and we'll see how this works. So the whole goal here is to leave it on the table, right? And then everybody grills their own meat and then has side. I have frozen pork, thick single rib belly, barbecue pork belly, basically. The dogs are already like, oh. And then I got some more pork cut. So it's like different types of pork. I don't have any beef, I just have pork. But I bought something really cool that I do want to try. It's these things, and these are fish balls. So we'll make them last. Now, if I was using, you know what, maybe I'll use the griddle instead, because if on the griddle I can do dumplings too. That's what I'll do. They're like little fish balls, they're frozen. Some of them are really cute, like this one. Okay, so we're gonna do some of that. I will use the griddle instead of the other plate, because you can cook those on the griddle anyway. So I'm just gonna make a kind of like a marinade for these, and maybe I'll leave this in the fridge and do it tomorrow, because they're both pork anyway, right? We're gonna do a pork belly tonight. Okay, so you hear the fan? All right, I'm not gonna put it on for now. So this is what we got. I have the pork belly that I just made. I'm gonna let this heat up. Yesterday I bought a kind of like a kimchi pickled platter. We got roots and spinach and carrots and mushroom and soya beans or bean sprouts, and then hot sauce. And then I have the pot stickers and those fish balls, which I'm gonna make first. But the first thing I wanna do is oil the griddle. I switched it to griddle. I can feel it getting hot. I'm gonna put some oil on there. That's fascinating. I can see like the kids love Asian food, and Edward is a sucker for anything that's like barbecued or grill. I can see the boys wanting to do this often if it works. So I'm gonna put it on and let it heat up, and then the first things I'm gonna make are those. So let's see. This feels hot. I'm going to put the pot stickers. You hear them sizzle?
They're starting at frozen, aren't they?
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to put on these little guys. And close it. Now let me touch. See, this is all cold. That's pretty cool. And then look, Scott, there's a fan right here. If it starts to have smoke, right, it will absorb the smoke and then you don't get any smoke at all. Is that cool?
Where does it go once it goes in?
I have no idea. I'm assuming there's a major filter in there.
Okay.
Okay, so this is just cooking for now. We're just gonna let them cook. So I looked at the manual that they had, and it still stays, you know, the cooking time is the same. So if it takes 20 minutes to make pot stickers, that's 20 minutes you have to spend with this thing. So don't just like sit down at the table and then expect you're gonna eat right away. So that's why I'm starting them now. This would be great in an RV. This would be great on camping, on the go, you know. That's really cool. I like it. And do you smell anything, Scott?
No. It'd be good for college dorms.
College dorm? Well, I don't know if they allow that in college dorms.
Some of them do, some don't.
Some of them do, I guess. Yeah, I think they can get air fryers, so they could get that. But even at the office, you know, grilling hot dogs or whatever, if you want to have some kind of mini barbecue. So I'm just going to turn them. I did bring some of the juice from the vegetable to dump on that at the last minute to kind of like steam them. It seems that the lid is very well tight. I don't feel the need to turn the fan on right now. So this is gonna cook and we're gonna check on it in about 10 minutes to turn them, and then we'll see how we like it. I think those are cooked, and it is smokeless. There's absolutely no smoke. It's not odorless, but it's definitely smokeless. So Willie, Ed, give me some large spoon. I'm going to remove those and I'm going to start doing the meat on those. The smell of food, guys, do you feel like there's smoke?
No.
Not at all, right? Isn't that something? So there's really not much smoke. And I gotta tell you, this is cooking rather fast. This is cool.
Well, it's worth forming.
So you can do pancakes like that, or eggs in the morning, or whatnot, you know?
Sure.
I would keep it for special occasion, like when we do Asian stuff. Okay. There we go. So this is my review, instant review. the CalmDo. It's a weird name, totally off brand. This is really cool.
I think it's called that for
I can see us doing this more often, and it really is smokeless. I mean, do you see any smoke? It's again, you can smell the food cooking, but the kitchen's right there, so you know. But this is really, really cool. All right, Willie, how many pork bellies do you want? 1 or 2?
2.
2? Okay.
Good.
Bring your plate. There's 1 and 2. Ed, how many pork bellies do you want?
I'll try 2 for now.
2 for now. Okay, Scott. 2? Okay.
That fishbowl was nasty.
You didn't like the fishbowl?
Oh god, no.
Oh, we like them, right, Dad?
No, right.
I don't like it because I don't like fish.
You eat salmon?
Salmon is an exception.
Okay. All right. And I'm gonna start these. Scott, we can have them for lunch tomorrow.
Okay.
Instead of, you know, when they say you have 2 pork chops, you can have 2 of those. Ed, you understand how this works, right? You're gonna be able to make your own stuff?
Yes.
You leave it in the kitchen on the counter, and then you make, I would prefer if you were making your bacon in this.
How does the cleaning happen with
You just pull it out. The cleaning seems to be very simple, but Ed, I think that this would be probably easier for you to make bacon.
it? Okay.
Okay? All right, so we're gonna let this cook. The surface is not super hot, so I don't think this is damaging the wood or anything. I mean, it's hot, but not like super hot, right?
Well, it gets hotter towards the bottom.
It's not super loud. I think I like it. I really do. I can see all sorts of things with this. Now, that's the griddle that I use. The other one is the barbecue grill. That one will allow the juices to come down. That's why there's a basket, a collecting basket at the bottom for the grease. So if you're making burgers, steaks, shish kebab, all of the things that drip. This I like to cook in its own juice and you know, the soy sauce and all of that. Ed, can you pass the pickled stuff? Because that's what I really want. And kimchi and
I forgot about that.
whatnot.
Kimchi?
Should be in the middle. And well, I think most of them are kimchi. This is kimchi style soybean.
I don't think I've ever seen a paste kimchi.
A what?
A kimchi that's in a paste.
No, because you gotta have the cabbage, but I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little presentation here. We're having a dinner and we're actually enjoying it. This is a nice little family gathering, trying something new that everybody enjoys. How's the meat?
Good.
Very good.
You like the marinade? How's the meat?
Yeah, it is good.
Wow, okay. Thumbs up all around. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It was kind of like a short day in the life. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I really enjoyed my 3 days. I relaxed. I did everything I wanted to do. I can't wait to go to bed tonight and start a new book. And that would be it. So thumbs up if you liked it. I give this a thumbs up. Really good and minimal smoke. Really. Oh, I don't have the fan on. Let's put it back on. There we go. Minimal smoke. Again, you still smell the food, but I can see all sorts of option with this. All sorts of option. And it's large enough for a family of 4. Just saying, you know. Anyway, that was my review plug-in for today. I will talk to you later. Thank you for watching. Thank you, CalmDo, for sending me this smokeless barbecue tabletop thing. I like it a lot. This is really cool. And that would be it. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye. Hey, it's me, and guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really liked it, or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.